Hi there.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. I was hoping for some sunshine, but it's not 90 anymore, so that's just fine with me.
Yeah, I think I'd take the 90 though over this rain. This is kind of a gloomy day, that's for sure.
Yeah, it is gloomy. It kind of reminds me of what's that? One of my favorite Nightmare Before Christmas. Kind of it's one of those kind of skies.
Yeah, most definitely. Um, Hopefully your son will smell it though. Okay, so I just wanted to take a quick 15 minutes, kind of talk about your most recent experience, tell you a little bit about the position, and then, just to add a couple, or, finish with a couple questions. So to start, if you can tell me, I think it's the last job you had was a technical support engineer.
Yes.
And that ended back in May, correct?
Yeah, that ended. There was, Ver has a lot of big layoffs, and they've been merging into a new company. So that was a layoff, at the end of December there.
And you're not currently working or haven't worked since there?
Well, I didn't see the reason to put it on my resume. Maybe I should, but I did do, a quick help desk consulting gig there, starting from January to April.
Okay. January to April, and that was help desk, you said?
Yeah, it was just a little small consulting, contract.
Got it.
Working with a managed service company through Randstad Digital.
Okay. So as a technical support engineer, I see that you have listed that you were remote support basically for infrastructure, networking, and security.
Yes. So go ahead.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah. So basically, I know you probably heard of Net. We are pretty much the frontline support engineers for all of the infrastructure in terms of the net backup software, supporting, NetBack appliances, data domain, even supporting some of the new cloud infrastructure applications that they had over there, in terms of Kubernetes, Docker, containerization technologies and things of that nature. And so, for example, we might have somebody that might call from let's just say 3M, or it could be some large Fortune 500 company for any data backup issues they have. We would get on a Zoom session with the customer and we would remotely try to resolve the data backup issue. If it's a proof of concept, which I got a lot of those tickets, there was a lot of proof of concept tickets that got sent to me. I kind of took ownership of a lot of those cloud cases and a lot of those Docker and Kubernetes cases, because the team, a lot of people were still used to dealing with a lot of the tape backup. So, when I came aboard, I decided to volunteer, and, I handled a lot of those kind of cases where, I would get other engineers involved and subject matter experts to show a proof of concept case. And so that's pretty much what we did. We didn't do, we did what they call probable cause analysis. It's like root cause, but it's only up to the probable cause. If there was root cause, you would have to have a consulting piece of the department to come in if they wanted some specific custom configuration. But what I did is I analyzed the logs, and we were pretty much, the front line of data network support there.
Okay, awesome. And you did that for about 2 years, it looks like, correct?
Correct.
And then before that, it looks like you were again technical support at Flash.
Yeah, that was a contract with a software as a service company in Minneapolis, where, if you ever had the unfortunate issue of having to have a MRI, we dealt with the front end software as a service software where you upload what they call DICOM and PACS. So it's MRI data so that physicians can easily rectify and save lives. So, that's where I kind of started learning a little bit about, DevOps and Kubernetes and Docker. So on the back end, we would work with GitLab, and we would do software upgrades, and we would reproduce the issues, create user stories in Jira, and kind of work with the entire life cycle development when it comes to the software.
So You have a lot of software support, which is awesome.
Yes.
But in all honesty, so this position that I'm hiring for is a project coordinator to basically run a client for us that strictly does camera install. So our client has sold their cameras to other companies.
Okay.
And they've hired us to basically go out and install their cameras in these other companies and then do the wiring, make sure that the camera views are correct, you know, if it's a fisheye or one way, and then also do some door strike install, so like the security doors, you know, when you push them in the alarm will go off.
Oh, okay.
Kind of do that. So that's a little bit different from your background. That being said, would you still be interested in this position, being it's not software related, I guess?
Yeah, I'm interested to hear more.
Okay. And okay, so we're based in Bloomington, and I think yours says St. Paul.
Yes.
So another thing with this position too is because it's kind of a beast within its own nature, and there's a lot of other parties that are involved, like the solution engineer that we're going to be bringing on, that will be heavily involved with the quoting and the schematics of where the cameras need to be placed to, you know, provide that security for the store. And then also closely working with our VP on the quoting process. So this position would be required to pretty much be in the office 5 days a week, if not at least a minimum of 4.
Okay.
Is that an issue for you?
No, it's not.
And because we work in the retail environment, we have to be CPI compliant. That means that you would have to be able to pass a government-issued background check. Is there any issues there?
No issues.
Sorry, I'm just making notes here. And then what is the salary requirements that you're looking for?
I would be looking for anywhere between 58 to 78K a year.
All right. Would you be able to come in for an in-person interview with myself and then one of my project managers that oversees this client, and maybe my VP if he's in, within like the next week or so?
Yes, I'll be able to do that.
Okay, let me pull up our schedules here really quick. And I'm assuming because you're not doing any side contract jobs, you'd be able to start pretty much right away. Is that correct?
Yeah. And I'll look at my calendar as well here.
Perfect. We do want to hire, obviously sooner than later, as we're trying to transition a couple teams over. Could you do? Oops, I'm on the wrong week. Could you do next Thursday the 8th at 8:30 a.m.?
8:30 a.m. Let me see here.
And like I said, we're in road. So if you know where like Dred Scott is, we're kind of just right down the road from there.
You said at 8:30.
Yeah, it would only be about maybe a 30-minute interview, 45 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Okay, 8:30 a.m. Perfect. Okay, so let's plan then for next Thursday, the 8th at 8:30, and I'll send you an email just stating that, and then within my signature, you'll see our address. And then when you arrive at our building and you go to the front door, between the two doors, there's going to be a phone on the left-hand side, and then you'll see my name pop up on a leaderboard. You will just need to dial my name, and that will ring me and let me know that you're there. And I'll come down and let you in. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
All right. We will see you then next Thursday at 8:30 a.m.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. All right, y'all. That was pretty quick. Now, just to give y'all an update, I just went ahead and just took it just because this is kind of like a managed service company. You heard what she said. She said it's more technical. Now, I don't know if she's the manager of just the whole manager of everything, but being with how I have my technical background, I think that they should have mentioned something about the technical support specialist position. I would have probably rather done that. I've already worked on desktop support before. You know, I'm trying to stay towards like the business analyst route. I'm not getting a lot of traction there. As you've seen, I've had some interviews with it, but no offers have been coming across. As I said, this is and one of the reasons, like I said, I'm doing this for y'all so y'all can get see how this stuff sounds. It's getting super competitive out there. So, you know, I'm kind of keeping my options open. I've really never been in this kind of situation in my life before, you know, so right now I'm just kind of humbling myself a little bit, and I said, well, let's see what's out there. You know, I'm a little more open to certain things because of the layoffs. So I said, well, let me check this place out. I'd probably rather do the tech support, but the project coordinator position, I applied for that. That's the one they hit me up on. I think I applied for the technical support before, but this is all about scheduling, and this is working with different people. So they said you got to collaborate with different, you know, so this, if you get a position like a project coordinator, that's like almost like a PM. She said, well, the PM is going to be there. Well, I'm the coordinator, so I'm not necessarily the PM. A lot of times the PM they're not really protected by the BA. The PM, if everything goes to hell, it's the PM's fault. That's what I've seen in my lifetime. That's what is typically, you know, that's what happens. Get my coffee. Like I said, I normally don't do podcasts during the day, but since it was real quick, I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna throw this up for you guys. You know, so I was only going to give myself a half hour, which is okay. I was going to give myself a half hour to, you know, talk to this lady. But it only, as you see, it only lasted about 10 minutes. Once she cut me off right away, right when she seen, hey, listen, you're a little technical. Are you still interested? I didn't really want to say no, because I don't want to cut myself out of anything potential. I'm getting an email here. Okay, I'm not getting nothing. I don't know what that's all about. I'm gonna close that. Let me let y'all know what the essential duties are. Now they said 8:30, which means I'm gonna have to be up real early, and that's okay because I can get that out the way because I have some other things that I need to take care of, you know, during that day. So that's fine. So as they said, all right, so this position, they said they got a contract with some company for installing cameras. This company kind of reminds me of Bailiwick. I got somebody hired over there some years ago as a manager. It says working with PMs, clients, field technicians, technology partners, provide support, remote support, and being a liaison, plan, direct field service activities across multiple clients and projects, responsible for small to large scale projects, manage a detailed plan, attend status meetings, scheduling techs, managing the cabling, wireless networks, routers, switches, point of sale, respond to training, blah blah blah, fiscal impact of project work, manage vendor and tech relationships, manage performance, out of scope requests, cost scheduling, So you can actually get in a look. Here's the required qualifications they wanted. Somebody with a bachelor's, willingness to aptitude to learn unfamiliar systems, stay informed of new technologies, exceptional service orientation, superior interpersonal skills, self-motivated and directed. What I should have asked was, why is this open? But it looks like they got a new project. Self-motivated, self-directed, fast-paced. Desired qualifications is they want experience in the corporate retail, experience working on a help desk team, experienced field technician with exposure to field services such as cabling, networks, routers, point of sales, desktop, laptops. Got that. Strong knowledge of operating process, procedures, able to manage priority judiciously, strong negotiating skills, technical experience in these areas: Ethernet cabling, network installation, wireless installation, point of sale, vendor relationship. So yeah, that's what they're kind of looking for. Now I said 58. I wasn't going to start real high. I kind of understood. A lot of times they want to get you for as low as they can. I just said 58 to 75. Well, if I got something like this, if I had an offer on the table to go out there 5 days a week, I need 70. I was just out there on an interview with Bloomington. That's a little ways. And they're probably going to want you to work longer hours or whatever, you know, and it just takes a long time. So, got the cat running around. I keep seeing something. I don't know. So we'll make this short, you guys. I'll load it up in a little bit. I will do another podcast and load that up so I can get a little deeper into some other issues that I want to deal with. And I wanted to do a review on some of these other interviews that I had. So I'll see y'all later.